Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today, it is finally time for my first haul of 2025. It's been quite some time since I've done a haul. I think the last one was at the beginning or middle of November of 2024. So honestly, it's been close to, half a year, 5 months at least, since I filmed that video. And in that time, I purchased 7 new fragrances. Might seem like a lot, but I actually think this is the least amount that I have ever purchased in such time period. So I have 7 fragrances to share with you today. And a couple of interesting facts about this haul. Number one, and I am very, very proud of this fact, there isn't a single blind buy in this haul. All of the fragrances have been tested and in fact retested multiple times. So all of them are huge, huge winners. That's number one. Number two, some of the purchases might surprise you because quite a few of them are kind of change my mind kind of purchases, fragrances that I might have not loved or maybe even not liked when I tested them initially, and then when I retested them, my opinion about them changed. And in fact, in the last 4 or 5 months, I have been doing a lot of new fragrance testing. But in addition to that, I've accumulated so many fragrance samples, and I thought some of them really deserve a second chance. And so I've been going through some of my samples and retesting them again because, maybe my tastes have changed since then. Maybe I didn't test them fully enough, whatever. I just wanted to retest a number of them again. And that's how, I changed my mind on a number of these samples and ended up purchasing some full bottles. Okay, enough blubbing. Let's start going through the new beauties that I added to my collection. So the first one I tested at some point last year, and this one I loved right away, and I said that I would like to have a full bottle. And I had a chance actually to swap for this fragrance. I sent something that I had and I received this one back. So I'm really thrilled to have it. Now, I don't have a box, like I said, because it came in a swap. It is Creme Brulee from Theodoros Kalotinis. And as the name suggests, this smells like creme brulee, smooth, creamy, delicious, sweet creme brulee. I really, really love this scent, and surprisingly, my daughter really loves this scent as well. I say surprisingly because she's not really a gourmand girl. Like, is she really my daughter? Yeah, she's not a gourmand girl. She really loves floral scents, but this is a rare gourmand that she really, really enjoys, and she has asked to wear it multiple times already. So we've both worn it quite a few times already. It's a beautiful gourmand, uncomplicated and yet beautiful. So I'm really happy to have it in my collection. Second fragrance, I tested at least a couple of years ago, and I always liked it. I liked it a lot, but I kept going back and forth. Do I need it? Do I not need it? Do I need it? Do I not need it? Do I buy it or not buy it? And I just could not decide. And for that reason, I decided to take it off my wish list because I thought, okay, if I'm so undecisive, this must mean that I don't need it. Well, a few months back, I was at some store. They had this fragrance as a tester, and I thought, oh, I haven't smelled this one in a while. Let me spray it on myself. I sprayed it on myself, and the fragrance stayed with me for the entire day. And I loved it so, so much. I think I, in a way, forgot how good it smelled. And I got like the full sort of wearing experience where I sprayed it properly from the bottle, not from those little, dabber samples. And it became so amazing on my skin. And I loved it. My husband smelled it on me. He loved it. And I thought, ooh, why did I ever take it off my wish list? I need it, I want it, and so I purchased it. What am I talking about? It is material from Amouage. So I decided to add it to my collection. I finally have a second Amouage in my collection, and I'm so glad that I did. This is gorgeous. So here is the bottle. And this is created, by the amazingly talented Cecile Zarocki, and I feel like whenever she touches a vanilla fragrance, it's incredible. And this one is, deep, spicy vanilla and amber type of scent. And when it develops on my skin, it becomes so smooth and creamy and even a little bit less spicy. And it's just so, so gorgeous. And of course, performance is amazing. So yeah, after testing it in a store and really wearing it for the entire day, I realized that no, I need this. It's a must. Originally my hesitation was because I thought it will be a little bit redundant in my collection. Like I have something similar to it. But again, when I got to fully properly experience it, I realized that, yeah, there's some similar elements, but the way I feel when I wear it is different than that other fragrance that I was thinking about. And so that's why I decided to buy it. And again, I've worn it a number of times already, and it is amazing. Next, we have a fragrance that I tested at some point last year. And in fact, if you watched my video towards the end of the year about, best, worst, and so-so releases of 2024, I included this fragrance in that video, and I included it in the so-so category. And that is because I always thought that it was a beautiful scent, beautifully put together, high quality scent, but that it wasn't for me, that, it was a bit too harsh, too masculine for me. And then again, in the last few months, I retested it, and it really grew on me. Like, I still think this is quite masculine, and I still think that for many women, this will be too much. This will be too masculine, but I loved it. It opened sort of in new ways on me. And I decided that no, I need to have it. Now, did you guess what I'm talking about? Those that watch me regularly, you must have guessed. Put your guesses in the comments below. This is the second edition of Tony Iommi, the Defied version. Yes, I decided to get it. This is such an edgy and sexy scent. It's very, very sexy. It smells good on me, and it smells amazing on my husband. So it comes in your standard Xerjoff packaging, and here's the bottle. It's darker color than the original Tony Iommi. And this is obviously patchouli heavy, just like the original one. There's also very pronounced note of leather in here. Now, what I wasn't getting initially when I tested it was rose, like at all. And then when I retested it, and when I wore this fully, I am getting a rose now, and it kind of adds to this fragrance. It makes it less harsh, let's say, more feminine. And in a dry down, I am getting a little something sweet, just a little bit sweet, but it is there. Now, this is definitely not for everyone. This is not a safe blind buy. Like I said, many women will consider it masculine. I consider it quite masculine too, but I feel like I can pull it off. Like, I feel so cool and so edgy when I wear it. Like, it's super sexy, beautiful scent. So yeah, I ended up getting it and I'm happy that I have it. I've worn it. My husband has worn it. And like I said, it smells amazing on both of us. So yeah, I mean, I let's be upfront. I am a little bit impartial to Xerjoff, you know. I don't know. I don't know, honestly, if I would have purchased it if it was from a different house. I don't know. But I feel like I would. It's a darker, deeper, edgier, sexier version of the original Tony Iommi. That's how I look at it. So yeah, it's a beautiful scent. And again, I'm really glad to have it. Next one is another case of where I changed my mind. I tested this fragrance again at some point last year. I wasn't very impressed with it. It seemed light to me. I don't remember exactly what I said about it, but I just remember not being impressed by it. But this was one of the samples that I retested, you know, maybe a month ago. Yeah, because I think this is the last fragrance that I received out of this entire haul. So, you know, I retested it not that long ago, and I saw this fragrance in a completely different light. Maybe it is because my sample had a chance to kind of, you know, stand around and mature. I'm not sure. Maybe I was just perceiving it in a different way. I really don't know, but I saw so much more in this fragrance than I did when I tested it originally. Now, the fragrance I'm talking about is Vampire Rum from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. So again, there's standard packaging. This is a dark bottle. Let me take it out. Here it is. So this fragrance has so many different vanillas in it. I can't even count. There's vanilla at the top, middle, base. Okay, lots of vanilla. And I definitely do get vanilla here. But the other two very prominent notes are rum, as you can guess by the name of the fragrance, and patchouli. Very, very heavy patchouli. This fragrance is only for those that like and tolerate heavy patchouli because it is very heavy here. I also think that there are some women that might consider this more masculine. I definitely disagree. I think this is very much unisex, but I see how some women could consider it masculine. And this is a scent that I would recommend to men, for men to try. Why? Because some men really kind of stay away from sweet vanilla scents. But this is the type of vanilla, because of strong rum and patchouli, that I think a man can pull off very easily. So this is truly what I get. Sweet vanilla, boozy rum, and heavy patchouli. And when I tested it the first time, I wasn't getting all of this, and the scent seemed very light. However, I've had a chance to wear it once, like fully wear it, and it is actually strong. It projects, it lasts, it's a great, great performer, and it smells amazing because I love all three elements that it has. Vanilla, yes. Rum, yes. Patchouli, definitely yes. So for me, it's a gorgeous, beautiful scent. Interesting because of this combination. So yeah, again, really happy that I retested it. Really happy that I gave it a second chance. And it just worked out for me beautifully. And that leaves us with 3 more fragrances. And all 3 of these come from the same house. And it's a house that I am having a love affair with at the moment. I don't know. I never was that interested in this house before. And for some reason, in recent months, I'm just fascinated by it. I want to test everything that I can from this house. And I'm loving so many of the scents that they have. The house is Penhaligon's. Yes. So I have 3 new fragrances from this house. First one also comes from the same change my mind category. I've tested it, I don't know, last year or perhaps the year before. And I kind of was indifferent to it. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. And I think with this one, it was because I wasn't ready for this type of scent at that point. You know, my tastes and my nose have changed since then. So let me show you the fragrance first. It is Babylon. So it comes in this box, very beautiful box, and we open it, and here's the bottle. So I've had this for a couple of months, and to show you how much I love this scent, because I love it, I'm obsessed with it. Look at how much I've used up in just a couple of months. Like, for me, this is huge. I consider this a huge dent for a couple of months. This scent is sweet. Like, it has some vanilla. It has a very, very strong note of plums. And it has something similar to suede. Like, it reminds me of the suede that's in Baby Cat. There's also I feel like there's some smokiness here, maybe some incense or something similar to it. And it's because of that heavy smokiness and suede that I don't think I was ready for this scent a couple of years ago when I tested it first. You know, my tastes have changed since then. Now it's incredible. The balance here of like vanilla and really deep, dark, delicious plum with that kind of smoky suede, incredible, intoxicating, fantastic. I mean, I can't come up with enough adjectives to describe this scent. I am obsessed with this one, really, truly obsessed with it. And, you know, there are some Penhaligon's fragrances that have problems with performance. This one, no performance issues at all. It lasts, it projects, it's amazing. I highly, highly recommend you try this one. Babylon is amazing. All right. For those of you that have watched my wishlist video at the end of last year, you know that the very sort of top fragrance on my wish list was the Omniscient Mr. Thompson from Penhaligon's The Beautiful Elephant. I knew that I needed this fragrance in my collection. I was just, you know, waiting to find it for a more reasonable price than retail. And I was able to find it. And so, yes, the beautiful Mr. Thompson, the elephant, is now part of my collection. Here's the box. Again, I love those boxes for the portraits collection. And here's the elephant. Let's take him. Oh, he's stuck in there. Let's take him out. I mean, he's so beautiful. I just think he's so beautiful. I love elephants. And again, you can see there's a dent starting to form in here. I haven't had this fragrance for very long. And this is even better than when I tested it. Honestly, the scent is so special. It is so unique. Like, it's this sort of irisy, powdery vanilla with some sesame and some kind of woody touches, but there's something so special and so unique about it. Like, I don't have anything else like this in my collection. You know, there is lavender in here, and I'm always scared of that note, but I don't really get it. Or I should say, when I spray it on my skin, I don't get lavender at all. You know, originally when I tested it on paper, I do get some lavender on paper, but on the skin, there is no lavender at all. And when this scent develops, it becomes even sweeter, even smoother, even rounder. Like, it just envelops me, and I love it, and I enjoy it so much. It's so beautiful. Now, one thing I want to address about this fragrance is performance, because this comes from the Portraits line, and that's the line that really suffers with performance issues. Now, this one is definitely not beastly. It's not the best performer. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Here's what I found. This fragrance does not perform well when it's super, super cold. I feel like the cold really eats up the fragrance. However, when you wear it in a slightly warmer conditions, then it performs much better. It lasts longer and it projects better, because I have tried this fragrance, you know, I wore it outside like in a deep kind of freezing weather, you know, in the middle of winter, and it kind of disappeared on me quickly. I wasn't able to smell it. It can't handle very cold weather. And at the same time, if I spray it in the same way and I'm like staying at home where obviously it's not as cold, it performs so much better. So my only caveat here and advice is that don't use it in super cold weather. It performs much better when the weather is even a little bit warmer. So yeah, but I don't care. I don't care about the performance issues. This is so good. This is so beautiful. And I just enjoy wearing it so much. And that brings us to the very last fragrance in this haul. Again, from Penhaligon's, and I tested this one very recently. I loved this one when I tested it, but you know, I said I'm undecided about purchasing it because it is very similar to something that I already have. But I realized when I continued to test it after that video that, you know what, no, I don't care that it's similar. I need it, I want it, and I'm going to get it. And when I saw it again on the discounter side for better price than retail, I purchased it, and I have absolutely no regrets. This is all the Audacity. So let's take it out. So all of Penhaligon's fragrances that I got come in completely different packages. I guess they're from different collections. So here it is. And of course, this one is similar to Baby Cat. It's the same type of, you know, slightly smoky, suede vanilla. Are they similar? Yes. But are there different nuances? Yes. Again, if you want to know more details, watch that sampling video where I talked about it. But, you know, essentially, I find this one a little bit sweeter and a little bit smoother, and maybe the suede is slightly less pronounced here, like in a way a slightly more feminine version of Baby Cat. But you know, I'm loving that scent profile right now, and this one is so beautiful. I felt like, no, I absolutely need it. I don't care that it is similar. This is a case where I want this fragrance. So I purchased it, and again, absolutely no regrets. So I think honestly, this is one of my all-time favorite hauls. Honestly, I love every single fragrance that I purchased here, and there's no doubt in my mind at all that all of these are staying in my collection for a very long time, because I really love all of them. So I think the biggest lesson here is test before you buy. And that's really what I'm trying to do these days. And yeah, kind of really proud of myself that I don't have a single blind buy in this haul. That's it. These are 7 new fragrances that I added to my collection. Please share with me, what have you been purchasing lately? Is there anything else that I need to try? Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to comment. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.